Alright guys, welcome back, round 2. Yes, I do apologize in terms of the delay on the stream. If I run 10-15 minutes, you're going to get a lot more problems, so let's play it sort of safe. I do have a lot of trust in these clans, and I don't expect them to do really anything fishy. If they do, they just get kicked out. It's pretty simple than that. If we catch one person, then everyone's sort of, everyone cops it. Everyone really takes the fall for that sort of one person. If you do it, you're pretty much an asshole for doing it as well, and I'm sort of happy to say that. So yeah, and that's my real thoughts on it. Anyway, guys, round 2 sort of happening now. The American forces last round winning by 89 tickets. That would have been FireStorm, good old COG and Clandestine. Actually, no, that would not be the case. They did not win. Everything's around the wrong way, man. There we go. That's better. Yes. American Forces last round, Paradise, good old the Clandestine clan, Rusty in places, and 3D AC, new clan on board, being the 3rd Air Calvary, winning it by 89 tickets in round 1. We are going to see sort of a switch, American Forces now Russian Forces now American, and good old FireStorm, COG. Oh, those other guys, sorry. Man, I swear to God I saw a COG person over here. Those other guys won in that other one. Clandestine Clan, Andes, and Exodus will be playing the Americans sort of this round, guys. We are playing Eurifka AAS version 1. Americans already are out of their base. There's no point in really sort of going down there and following him. We'll wait for him here in sort of Central Novo. Guys, let's have a look at the map if you don't know. Good old Eurifka AAS version 1 consists of 245 maps, so 5 flags itself. Airfields being 1. Central Novo will be the first caps for the American forces, followed by the storage side, South Petrivka, Northwest Petrivka, and the Russian main starting over on D3 keypad 1 sub 3, Americans starting over on the J12 keypad 5 sub 4. Saint Sasius here, giving you just the lowdown in the commentary this evening. In terms of the stream quality, I do apologize, guys. It's just the best I can get until I go to Canada next week and get that sort of upgrade that I need that sort of upgrade, and we are probably going to see the Americans get on that sort of storage side. We saw a lot of battling happening on round 1 on that storage side as well. Russian forces eventually taking the northern side of storage side, the Russian forces, yes. Americans taking the southern side, and it was just a battle between the two. Americans really held out, even though they were situated on the southern side, just located here. They did their best and they held out, and they did a fucking fantastic job to really hold those Russians up towards the northern side of storage. Guys, let's see how this sort of turns out. Americans now already coming in, and he's making their move. We are going to be on the American side, just like last round. We are going to see the 4 clans, unfortunately, not being able to win that round 1. We have Paradise and those other guys out on that sort of southwestern side. They found a way in. And here we're going to have the Andes on the sort of the southern side. We're going to get FireStorm as well. They're going to start pushing up towards the northern side. And already I can hear some fire happening. Make sure, okay, Central Nova is going to be capped very, very shortly. I think we're going to get an engagement very soon, possibly by Paradise just over here on that sort of southwestern side. Alright, it's Northwest, we have Northwest already capped. Oh, a bit of a rush here. Oh! Clandestine forces getting a rush on south Petrivka. Who to go for? That's the question. Who am I going for? Am I going to go check out Clandestine, or I don't know. So Andy's going to sort of take the south side or the midsection of storage. They're going to start pushing out western area. They're going to come into contact with a bit of 3D AC, the 3rd Air Calvary. We're going to get Paradise as well down on that sort of south side, coming in from the western area. It's really only 2 Andes guys up here, the other 3 out on that sort of eastern side. Want to see that rush though, as long as Clandestine's still up. Clandestine is still up. We actually might do it. We actually might, Russians have now destroyed that 3 AC, and he's taking a direct hit hit to the face there. Oh, and behind as well. It's spit roast. I've never seen a spit roast like this on squad. And there it goes, spit roasting those other guys. And let's have a look. Is it 3DAC? Maybe. It may have been 3DAC. Or next. No, it would have been next. I think he's with 3DAC. Spit roast those other guys and 3DAC. Spit roasting Andy's there. Taken in the middle. They finished their job. Oh, what a hit there from it. Oh, FireStorm chainsaw. I think it's chainsaw. Yeah, it is chainsaw. He gets a beautiful hit on their light furs directly from behind. And just over the top there, just missing Todd Kenny T. Jesus, if I went away, I would have never seen all this. I would have never seen the spit roast, and I never would have seen the rapage from behind. But he has to be careful of Togg's skin here. But he's nice. He's gonna be decent on that. Russian forces getting that sort of southern side there. Paradise being assisted there by 3DAC, just out on that sort of southwestern region. I haven't set up the stream. I haven't heard all the chaos ensuing. Stram. Let's set up the Stram, people. There we go. Alright, let's make sure everything's sort of running. Bang, bang, bang. Beautiful.
How are we looking?
Alright, let's have a look. We have 466 to 442. American forces doing quite nice over the Russian forces as we sort of speak. Clandestine, what are you doing over there? You doing okay? They're doing fantastic.
North of storage.
They're doing sexy.
Station.
Let's head on over. Let me just
Yeah, probably to the southwest.
Sometimes if you don't see and you just head on down, you're gonna see something. There we go. Alright, let's see. We'll stay here for a couple of minutes, but Clandestine doing a fantastic job. COG, DOG up against Rusty in places here. It's really clan versus clan. 9v9 sort of happening now. A couple of Rusty in places down as we sort of speak, in the southwestern side of sort of South Petrivka. We do have the Americans sort of coming in from that sort of east to northeastern side, heavy-handed there for Electric Delta, as well as fighting Honey Badger's Taylor, helping out Clandestine. In terms of the numbers, we do have Lucas there from Clandestine taking a shot, going down. His grenade just finishing off his legs. Sorry, honey, I won't be home for dinner.
You should have supplies on storage now.
Americans doing a nice job to hold off the Russians. Russians holding off the Americans, and the Americans holding off the Russians. A really nice start. We are going to see, let's have a look in terms of the flag capture. We'll have 2 flags to 1 for the Russian side, so it can work out on the American side here. But all that fire, I can hear all the firefight happening over on storage. The Clandestine and Rusty in places. How many Rusty in places left? Anderson as well as Johnsy, I think his name is. And Americans, a lot of Americans still left alive around this area. And I think the nearest Rusty, another Rusty in places just over on the western side there. Surge inside those fields. Alright, let's head on over in terms of the storage site, see how that's doing. I do apologise for the stream quality, guys. It's not up to par. Well,
if you drop a fob and
can only do what I can do.
Logic.
Those other guys on the northern side here, northern side, they do have just the standard BTR in play, as well as the COG, as well as the other guy's skin. He's going to be in the good old 30mm. We do have a repair station and hab for the Russian forces over on the northern side. Looks like FireStorm have noticed this as well. They have marked it on the map. We are going to see as well a red. We do have a red. Why do we have a red on that fob? That's a
Guys, how are we looking at storage? Are we capping or are they capping?
We are stalemated.
Yeah, so it's a bit of stalemate, and that's very good. Very well said there by good old FireStorm there. We're going to have Exodus coming in from that sort of north and eastern area. We're going to have Chicken in the Corn, Dr. Ock, Mecha, and Jim Jam. They're probably going to try and get on in behind and really sort of help out on this location here. Chainsaw, mate, right in front of you. There you go, you can hear it. He has to just sort of get in his place, get a nice little shot on it. But he's not. And he's going to get shot. He's gone in for the 30. He's going in for the big guns. He wants to get the big guy down before a standard. Kind of a smart move, but you do have, of course, the repair station over there. But hey, everyone plays their own. I've only got a few boys. Well, Kenny T. Dope Pope.
Squad, we got a Logi on the way if you can drop the fob on.
I don't know what happened there, but anyway. We are seeing a bit of a battle here for the Russian forces. And we'll see sort of, yeah, here we go. Now we're going to start to see Exodus sort of come in. Dr. Ock, Jim Jam, Chicken, and Mecha. They are going to have to fight a bit of a battle here. They've got a lot of Russians in this area, but you have Dope Pope going down, Johns as well. There's Dope Pope taking out Kenny G. That's sort of 30 mil, but they're freaking coming in like Miley Cyrus, wrecking ball people. Rusty in places. Anderson's still alive here. Tog's Skin's still alive. And we do have medics sort of getting people up there, but they've been seen. We have Dutch Poison as well as Dancing. Let's have a look on the map and see what Clandestine do. Oh my god, stop it. Stop it! They're still holding South Petriva against Rusty in places here. Let's have a look. 446 to 384! Holy shot! Who would have bloody thought? Nice little gap there. Even though the Russian forces holding the Americans on the storage side on that sort of southern side, they're still doing a bloody well on the job.
North of storage.
We are holding South Petriva. I need you guys to get on storage.
So that Tog Skin has been hit. He would have been hit previously. There he goes. He's getting hit by the Hummer there. Hummer is just on the north side of storage. It's just going to be that little boy there. Good old Northwest Nibbler. Good old Beaver Nibbler there. He's going to start heading back. I don't know if Jim Jam or Dr. Ock. I think Dr. Ock will be a standard... He'll be a medic for Exodus there. But if there's any LATs over here, it would help... help a lot for the American forces. LAT, there he is. Chainsaw coming on in. Got one hit. Let's get another hit. No, he's only had one rocket. He's got to be careful now. 30 mils we'll probably see him, but as long as they can even hold him at the hab, you know, Dr. Ock's going to start working overtime here for his boys and start getting him up. Mecha's going to start getting up as well. Chainsaw fixing his belt. Don't want those trousers to start falling down. The Chicken of the Corn there, just up on that northern side, is just gonna scout out. But really, it's kind of like do a rush. You could possibly do a rush. You could probably bring in that Hummer. Yeah, there's so many things to do, but you know, there's so many things you have to worry about. If you get two LATs hits on it, if you can get a bit of a Hummer to hit it as well, probably take it down. But it's got that repair station as well you got to deal with as well. Paradise on that sort of southern side. We still have the Americans, more or less a bit scattered.
50% capped on storage now.
50% capped on storage. That's good. That's good to hear from the American forces. We still have Clandestine. Clandestine's still alive, and they do have a striker there on South Petriva as well. We'll head down there shortly. We'll just see once this is capped. We'll rush as fast as we can down towards that, Oh, look at Chainsaw. Just teasing him. What a cock tease. Have you ever seen a cock tease? Chainsaw. Right there.
It's 30 with a DPR right
He's gonna get... Oh, there we go. One hit. But he's just going to keep repairing. Actually, he's not going to keep repairing because that repair station hasn't been built all the way. Chainsaw. Fixing his belt? No, he's digging it up. He's got to be careful. Tog. Oh, he's dug it up. He's done a good job. Done a really good job for his boys. You're not going to see any Russians sort of getting on that. With Tog, he's going to drive away. He is. Oh, Jim Jam. Oh, Jesus, boy. Holy dolly! What are you doing, mate? Alright, they're gonna stay in the hab. They're gonna get in. They're gonna get in there. They're really sort of helping out. We're gonna see Tog Skin. He's gonna start pushing over towards Petrivka. Very, very smart move there from the Russian forces. This will be possibly capped shortly. Then we already have Clandestine there. We've already got a hab. We've already got a repair station. We've already got a fob over there as well. So we've got, you know, really everything to really set up for any Americans that go down on the storage site to start spawning over to the next sort of cap region. I might have to go onto the map just to see if it is being capped. It is still being capped. Quite annoying. don't know why you can't put the ball up on top, but no walkers, no worries indeed. Paradise still in that sort of south to southwestern area of storage. Let's have a look. We do have the Americans capturing the airfield, the Central Novo, and we do have the storage site now captured. There we go. Come on. Giddy up. Let's do it. Dogskin, see ya, buddy. Have a nice trip. There he goes. So he's gone down. A lot of Americans over here, especially a lot of Lats. You got to be careful. I did see a striker over here before. Striker was there. Save energy. RPG just short there. Now we're going to see the Americans get on it. Already neutralized South Petrivka. And we are going to see, what do we have? 432 to 326. We do have the FireStorm, the Clandestine clan, Andes and Exodus taking lead in this round of round 2. We saw a very close round last time. We saw good old Paradise, those other guys, Rusty in places, and the good old 3rd Air Cavalry take it out from 89 tickets.
Northwest
And they're
Patricia.
really, they revenge is on their lips. That is what's happening here.
Enemies close on the northeast side of South Patricia.
Yeah, thanks for that, Mr. Muin, in terms of the quality. Yeah, thanks for saying it's alright. I just had a look at it then. I used to get a lot better quality, but yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, sort of in terms of that, guys. We do have, let's have a look, guys. The American forces, Rivka AASV1's good old CCFN 73 weeks of CCFN, guys. I think we've played around about 21 since the start of the year. We're going to see Squad 4 now, Mecca and Exodus boys going to start to get on sort of the South Patricia area. That's going to be captured relatively soon by the American forces. We have Squad 3, which is Andes and FireStorm, left on, fighting off Paradise on this sort of southwestern region of the storage site. They do still have a fob and have around that region, but I think the Americans can sort of spare it in terms of if they do lose that, lose those buildings. For the American forces, Americans currently on 424 to 284 tickets for the Russian forces.
That's at storage
Not looking
site.
good for the Russians,
That way
and
they can't
it's
take
already coming up to around about 20 minutes of play. 1 hour 42 still left in play here. And bloody oath, we have Paradise now coming in this northeastern area. The northeastern area. Save energy, he's got to start to get out of there. Get over to that repair station, which he has, but he's got a couple of RPGs still up on that sort of northeastern side. Takes down 2, takes down 3. Holy shit! We got Coin 2, was it? Coin 2, maybe even Citrix there. Gets 2 shots on that striker, takes down Jasper, Lucas, and another. And save energy, has to be careful, he's gone. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. RPG is coming in swiftly. Save energy cannot get out. No, he's doing a hell of a job. That repair station there helping him as much as physically possible. But we are going to see the Russians now sort of getting on that sort of northeastern side. They're getting relatively close. RPG takes down their Coin 2, or LAT in fact, for the American forces. Let's have a look. We are going to see, I think, Squad 4 Exodus now sort of get on that sort of western side of South Petrivka. Will they go for northwest Petrivka? We don't know. But we are going to see the Russian forces northeastern side of South Petrivka. Even a bit of a good old clandestine Jasper and another. I think Silverman over on that sort of eastern side, getting in a bit of a firefight there with Paradise. And I'm starting to feel a bit of a jitter. And we're going to see that nice save there. Beautiful save there from the striker. Russians trying to get in. A bit of those other guys and Paradise there. They're still holding the outside forest region of South Petrovka. This is the area we are talking about, guys. Okay, and that strike has taken another hit, but that repair station is helping it a lot.
Petrovka as well.
An enemy BTR in Northwest Petrovka, and it is just over on that sort of western side there. Dope, Pope, and Orcus, I think they're from Rusty in Places. They're going to start to come under contact. And he's gone. She's gone. There she goes. Oh, Russians losing the assets. 222 tickets to 411 tickets. Look at that. That's disgusting textures. Can't wait for the new GPU. Coming in a couple of weeks. And look at this. Asset galore. Let's bring on the Blitzkrieg. We have a standard open top Hummer, as well as a striker behind. I think we have an open top as well. We have FireStorm here coming in the striker and the open top, as well as Exodus. Good old Beaver, Nibbler helping out here. They're coming on in. They're mowing them down. We already have Exodus in on the ground, and as well as Andy's coming in on the eastern side there. Death. Look at that. It's wreckage of the BTR with Dope Pope and Orcus there. Couple of tickets lost in it. Yes, indeedy, Suri Bob for the Russian forces. Only Russians located on that sort of western side there. Those other guys, Light Fu, Dutch Poison, and Subtle Rob's down already, as well as Kenny T. Let's have a look in terms of the Blitzkrieg happening on the south side. Now we have Dr. Ock coming on in, takes down Light Fu. We have Dutch Poison still left. Oh, there goes the Australian, good old Dr. Ocky. We still have good old Jim Jam. He's going to start to maybe get him behind. He's only got it's about a 1v1 Dutch Poison against Jim Jam happening here. But they are getting reinforcements. Bolster Cannon as well as Mecha coming in from the northern side. Assets just below me. There we have it. Firestorm coming in with the assets with the striker there. On the eastern side, we have good old Firestorm as well. Chainsaw. Chainsaw will be in, I believe, a Hummer. But now we are going to see a truck destroyed there, and the Americans, they are not giving the Russians any breathing space. We are looking on the American side this evening for round 2, guys. Firestorm, good old Clandestine, Andes as well as Exodus. They lost round 1 by 89 tickets. They're currently winning this by 409 to 161, and a neutralization already happening on Northwest Petrovka. It is an absolute blitzkrieg. They lost that round 1 by 89 tickets, but the momentum, and especially Clandestine, clap to them for the Russian South Petrovka. We saw the Russians on the storage side from the west side give a Russian storage, but it was a 1v1 clan here, Clandestine versus Rusty in Places, and Clandestine just swept the floor of Rusty in Places, didn't allow him to get into Southwest Petrovka. It was a more or less battle here. We had the Russians having a fob and also a hab on the north side just here. Good old nice flank here from the Exodus guys. 4 guys flanking there. We had Firestorm constantly pushing here, really up against a BTR and a 30mm, but eventually Exodus coming on in, taking down that hab, and then we saw that 30mm really start to get onto South Petrovka. We had a striker there already, taking it down, as well as a couple of LATs. Russians trying to push it in from the northeast, but no siree Bob. There was a hab and a fob there for the American forces. They've taken it really nicely. Exodus already pushing over towards this compound, pushed it in from the east. Nice blitzkrieg here from Firestorm as well as Beaver Nibbler, and they just pushed it. They pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. They gave no breathing space to the Russians at all. 421 to 90 tickets, already coming up almost 30 minutes of play. CCFN 73. There you go. That's been the last 10 minutes. That's been the last 10 minutes of what has really happened in the space
And
of
we
that.
have found north of South Petrovka.
Insane. I don't even know where to go. I think it's just what the Americans are going to do now is they're just going to constantly insult the Russians now. They're just going to hold the flags. They don't even need to hold South Petrovka at all. They just really need to hold Northwest Petrovka. But you are looking at 418 to 73. It takes more or less a miracle to really come back from this. There are a couple of squad miracles in play and a bit of an explosion there. That was a truck exploded there. We have even Bido now. Bido coming on down. with the American forces. I don't think you see the Russians out towards his western side. He's chilling out in the air. He's taking a bit of a breather. He's like, guys, you know, let me be a UAV. Let me stay above you guys and see how it's doing. But he's doing a laying down. Too much vodka on the job for that Russian. And yeah, that's the Americans for this round. We are looking at 52 tickets now, still to 416 for the American forces. Holy Jesus. And we do have another asset going down on that northern side. I think that's just the MTLB. That's going to take it down to 40 tickets. MTLB not costing a lot of tickets at all. Great transport carrier. Very light armor. But we do have good old FireStorm here coming on down with that striker. One of the three vehicles blitzkrieging this northwest area, and a lot of the forces really are fighting happening over on this area now. Look at that. That is just an absolute bloodbath to sort of deal with there. A lot of Russians down over on this sort of northern side of South Petrivka, east side of northwest Petrivka. We are looking around this side there. I did hear it before, but look at the bodies. The bodies hit the floor. Cue the music. We are going to see now the good old heavy-handed going down there, unfortunately, acting like a gorilla. We have a couple of the Americans up on that sort of northeastern area, fighting Honey Badger's Taylor, as well as with the Silverman, as well as Jasper with the Clandestine guys. And look at this. Bloodbath has ensued. Bobby going down there, takes a face plant. We have 13 tickets left for the Russian forces, 412 left for the American forces. When you're looking at a round 2 and you have such a hard battle in round 1, oh, look at that, Taylor. Get out of it. Get out of it, you dog. Beautiful. Straight through the fence and through the gaps, takes down good old White Fox Poison Spider. But yeah, when you do look at round 1, going for around about an hour, and then you kind of expect it to play sort of a round 2, you know, 89 in that sort of round 1, you can sometimes get that round 2 to be quite short, sort of in time, and also large in tickets. So it's only sometimes you really get a nice close game, but there you go, 384 tickets. 384 tickets.
GG, guys, smashed it.
That's a
GG. How the fuck are they out? Tickets?
168 to 70, 78, 75 to 170 for the K to D ratio. And there we have it. That is CCFN 73, server 1. I think on the other servers, it's more or less close games. So I think round 1s were around about 100 to 160 ticket difference. I think it was for server 2 and server 3. In terms of our server, round 1 89 tickets and round 2 388 sort of tickets. You kind of expect that when you play such a long round 1.